of course, the interesting thing that has happened today, and something that has shocked me, surprised me, upset me a great deal, we'll talk about that for just a quick second before we wrap up, is AB de Villiers is retired.
Yeah, how many cricketers create an outpouring of emotion in another country?
Yeah, you're so right. I mean, you've been around AB, you spent time with him. The guy is just universally loved, and in India, just crazily loved.
Well, fantastic guy, not just cricket wise. I think his cricketing abilities are right up there, but just as a human being, he's right up there. He's always willing to help others. Just the way he carries himself. You just kind of see that calmness around him, and just a very good-hearted person. I think it's early for him to retire. I still feel that international cricket needed to see much more of AB.
Absolutely. I mean, this is what we saw of him. We'll show you some of his numbers, but the thing with AB de Villiers is that the more you see him, the more you want to see him. And then you look at that and you're like, no, that's not enough, AB, come back.
You know what? The numbers tell a story.
Yeah.
But the numbers tell a very small part of AB de Villiers' story.
Fair point.
AB de Villiers is far bigger than those numbers. I mean, I still remember, I've seen Brian Lara's reception in India. I've seen Shane Warne's reception in India. I mean, they're big players. I don't know how it was when Gary Sobers came to India, for example. I wouldn't know. But I'm standing in Dharamshala with my back to the playing area. We're getting ready to go on air. And suddenly I hear this loud cheer. And I turned around and AB's come out with his kid just to warm up. And I'm thinking of somebody from South Africa, not just in India, but in a hill town in India, small town, gets that kind of reception. I don't think there's been a more popular player in India.
Yeah, and you look at him, Joy, and you say, hang on, this guy's got at least 4 years of cricket left in him.
What was that catch?
That catch, he took that catch 10 days ago.
The fact of the matter is, what's going to happen, and it's a sad, bad fact of life, is that international cricket is almost the opposite of every other international sport. In every other international sport, you play for your club 8-9 months a year, and you play for your international team 2-3 months a year. Now, so far what has happened is international cricket you play 8-9 months a year and play for a franchise maybe 2-3 months a year. That model doesn't work because countries will never pay you as well as leagues will.
Okay.
So over time, what is going to happen is what happened with Brendan McCullum when he said that my body has 3-4 more years to go and make a bit of money to make sure that my next generation is secure.
So you think there was a quiet little drink that AB and Brendan McCullum must have had together in Bangalore?
No, I think definitely AB would have reached out to these guys and said, what is it you guys went, why? And he would be at the feeling saying, another World Cup, gearing myself up, training up, am I up to it? At some point in time, he may have said that.
Yeah, because he did mention that he ran out of gas.
Yeah.
I think what he meant was, the whole traveling around the sport, staying on the road for the longest time. At times it gets to you.
Yeah.
And I think
doors are long, and doors are getting longer and longer now.
Yeah.
I mean, you see, India was in South Africa for close to 3.5-4 months. I mean, they were just endlessly there. Whereas you can go to a league in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. You can play that league, boom, 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 and you can leave.
Have you ever felt that way? Just out of gas. I don't have it in me to go onto the ground today. I'm just out of gas.
Well, at times the travel part, and that's why I mentioned the travel part. That can get to you when you have 2 or 3 away series. So if you look at the calendar also next year for South Africa, for India it's okay. They'll be playing IPL and then they'll be going to England for the World Cup. But if you look at South Africa, they'll be coming here, so 6-7 weeks away. And then you're going to England straight from here for the World Cup. So that makes it like 4 or 5 months. Yeah. So
they've also got a full tour of India. So you come to India, then you go and play somewhere else, then you come and play the IPL, then you go to England. By the time they go to England, they'll be out of gas.
Yeah.
I thought he'll quit after the World Cup. I honestly thought I knew it was coming. It was an open secret that it's coming. But I thought he'll wait till give that one World Cup one final shot.
I think also he'd look at maybe the dressing room and say, does this team have a realistic chance? Because what AB now is, he would, if he thought they were good enough, he might have thought a bit more.
But he was the one giving that team a realistic chance. He didn't have to look around. The others had to look at him and say, do we have a realistic chance? My feeling is that I thought that the 2019 World Cup would be the swan song of Faf, Amla, AB, Steyn has gone, Morkel has gone, that the 2019 World Cup would be a defining moment for South Africa. There'd be a different team. But I saw South African journalists saying, hang on, let's see if there's some other people going before the World Cup. I hope not. Yeah. Because if now Amla goes or Faf goes, then South Africa are not a threat at the World Cup.